Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you.
Microphone? There you go, sweetie. Thought you broke something again. I'd prefer you not be broken like that. That'd make this very unfortunate. Let me quickly also go ahead and double check that my sound alerts are doing what the fuck they need to do. Yep, those coming through in full force. Excellent. Roll ads are disabled for 63 minutes. That's cool. I just want to stream for about an hour. Top of my head looks nice, doesn't it? I want to do a lot today. Stop by to go ahead and feed both cats, go ahead and get dinner and going, and yeah. I got plans, damn it. I didn't bring a drink. It feels good to be able to drink water and it not taste awful, even when it's warm. Also, yes, the cult of the band is right there. On time, there's the train. I wanted you to find those deodorants so I'm gonna do an order off Amazon right now. Because I need to make sure I get thermal food. She's got 14 cans left. So 2 for today would leave 1, and then 4 more days. I'm gonna go ahead and order those things right now. Or after this, and then I'm gonna also work on Wednesday? No, shopping list for Monday. Like get all
I
this
need a
stuff out.
moment for the two of us. On my way.
We're gonna start talking to everyone, going from out to in.
So Gale and
Wrap
Rapper.
around.
How can I help? Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistril, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god, to know yourself, to be untouchable, to be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistril sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more, an event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
This is why the concept of like God that well, this is why there's such a fine line between gods and people. In regards to worlds like D&D, it's because no one knows whether it was the gods that made people or the people that made the gods, or if there's higher beings that made both. But there is in fact an understanding that if the people believe in the gods and understand that the gods exist either to keep balance for a thing or to manage a thing, then all is pretty much right as rain. It only becomes an issue when someone gets their britches a little bit too big and goes, haha, I can kill this god. Well, congrats, you've killed the god of death. Do you know what's going to happen now? The answer is that with that death, or with the god of death now gone, the next big issue is, there's no one to, to walk, to keep eyes over death. You kill Hades, congratulations. Now there's no one to keep an eye over over the souls of the damned. Now they're gonna roam free. That line between life and death is gonna become immediately fucking blurred, and it's a huge issue. People have played what's the name of that game? People have played God of War, so they know the issues. Because every time you killed off a god, whatever the hell they represented and stood for, then became it started going fucking wild in the world. The minute Poseidon was dead, the oceans either receded heavily or just went wild and crashed everywhere. The minute Zeus died, everything went dark. The minute Apollyon died, it was weird. Yes, that's my face. You can get cozy right there, but if you try to climb anything, I'm gonna fight you.
For a spell, Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go. If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Oh, on the desk is not allowed. Just stay right here.
Copper for your thoughts.
Hey, that's what I was gonna say.
The year, 10 air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell.
Who was the boss?
Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked. Doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh. To feel so invincible again. Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But not today. Soldier. Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about? Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? Lucky you. Sometimes I think I'd be better off indulging in a bit of light oblivion. Well, we may as well make some good memories mixed in with the body horror, huh? Copper for your thoughts. Wasn't all that long ago. I never knew the whole of how and why, but I
Yeah.
remember the devil
I
slavering
want to talk
with
to everyone
delight.
here, and if I've still got some
Should've looked
time, I
after
might
the
go ahead and
Eldrins
go
more.
Finish out the goblin
Gone out
camp
of my
and
way
then be
to make
done.
sure they were all right. The long and short of it was, I didn't want to risk my neck. I let them get on with the nightmare, same as I had to. But Avernus is no place for decent folk. I'm glad they got out. So glad. Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints.
I haven't had a drink in a long, long time. I feel bad about that. How the fuck do you eat then?
Speak. Quickly.
I will punch you in the nose and I will fix it, damn it.
It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder, but I believe they serve a greater master still. A question that burns in my belly day and night. Elders and collectives abide by their own tenets. It would require a powerful creed to unite them. And now this voice, this creed, finds our own ears. If it reaches this plane, it may reach others. I understand much beyond your comprehension. More
He'll
to
punch
the
you in the
point,
face.
I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
You do well to be less of a bitch. I've already heard this talk.
Then
Yes, I
you're
know.
both all,
Yes, I
then you
know.
have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Because I do not intend to let this happen. We must find my... The first symptoms should have long since started,
Yes,
though.
I know.
That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. Bad. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
That helps wrap out Lazel. Hey, Astarian, do you want to have a talk about the fact that I met a vampire hunter looking for you?
Yes.
Start with one.
Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
So, I want you to be aware of this.
What? Who? What happened? A Gur? What are those vagabonds? Why would they... Cazador. Of course he'd send a Gur to hunt me down. First, they make excellent monster hunters, so find a vampire spawn sounds perfectly reasonable to them. Second, they're the reason I'm like this in the first place. It was a group of Gur that attacked me that night in Baldur's Gate. I would
Yeah, I
have
know.
died had Cazador not appeared and saved me. Maybe. Maybe he was just drawn to the smell of blood. The point is, I have history with these barbarians. Cazador's sending a message. He's reminding me of his power. Even in the middle of nowhere, he can reach me. And he wants me back.
Shh.
Maybe he wants to make an example of me, to show what happens to runaways. Or maybe he thinks death is too good for me. We just have to be vigilant, keep our wits about us, and kill any monster hunters on sight. We can probably make an exception for Will. Probably.
Don't
Who
touch Will.
knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
Well met. Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist, brave as Baldur and stubborn as a deep Rothay, daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance.
All these feel like good answers, and I hate it.
Yes and no. Father taught me the 4 pillars of power: courage, insight, strategy, justice. He reckoned I'd follow in his footsteps. First as a fist marshal, then as a duke. Vanquish evil, maintain order, save the world. But a duke makes bedfellows with more monsters than he slays. Father called it diplomacy. I called it hypocrisy. In the frontiers, there is no posturing, no diplomacy. I slay monsters. I don't consort with them. Well, not when I can avoid it. My father once said, "One does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call." So it was for me. After my exile, I was hunting near the Cloakwood. I heard a child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. No, but he named me friend, and that meant the world. But what of the others? The children never saved, the cries never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. By all means. I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you.
All right. What else is on your mind?
Well, my day just improved. Did you want something? I was. He mentioned Dark Justiciars, and we've come across other signs of a Sharon presence during our travels. I'm not sure I can dismiss that as a coincidence. Pain is the gauntlet that all who love Lady Shah must endure. Only her embrace can truly heal me. To try and salve myself would do nothing but shame me in the Night Singer's eyes. Perhaps you're right. And perhaps one day I won't have to suffer. But I don't think that day has arrived yet. Lady Shah will ease my pain when she wishes to. You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask?
You'd be surprised.
What, besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
Yes, actually.
It's a deal. No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean. With my memory suppressed, I can't betray Shah's secrets. But I can't remember much of myself either. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored. Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed. Fine. What's on your mind? I suppose some would commend our actions. Goblins would have razed that whole place to nothing if it weren't for us. No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. We've still got our own problems to contend with. I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course. Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have separate lives to return to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
This is the woman that saved her life before.
Thank you. And you're right. It's a delicate matter. Not something for light conversation.
Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. You and I have shared some good times together, and it seems we have plenty in common.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Oakfather's blessings to you. Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books. That I can find all the wisdom they contain out here, firsthand. Is that so? Well, nature does abhor waste. I will keep watch, thank you. I had a feeling time in your company would prove fruitful. I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say. It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow-cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better. Precious little, but I'm quite certain it can still be found. Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thormund as Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said. Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source. There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same. A bad impression. Impossible.
Some of my hoarding ideas are pretty good. Some of them are excessive. Like, I shouldn't have 172 pounds worth of shit on me at all. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of this. Yeah, send these to Kim. There's 12 pounds alone.
Here we go.
Bedtime. This is where we finally get the fucking... Yep, here it comes.
Hell's fire. She's
She's coming.
coming.
Hey, bitch.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God's damn it. Anyone but her.
Oh, fuck. Nova Grace, thank you very much for the follow, and also welcome.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
Sorry, I'll get her collective asses.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. Point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Those some gnarly horns,
Karlak,
I realized.
keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Alright, do so.
Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands.
Ta-ta.
That was an interruption to the long rest, it looks like. Yeah.
God's damn her straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings. All these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mazora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mazora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word. Well met. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see? It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity. Maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe. And one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
See, this is why I don't really want to change everyone's class, because there's some deep lore to their specific classes.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
Like, her infernal engine all has to do with her being a barbarian. I'm very, very tempted to go back and change Shadowheart to an actual, to a trickery cleric, because that's her whole shtick. And I really should go back and change that. I think I might do it before we go to bed here. It's like, I want to play it vanilla with everyone in their normal classes and everything else first. And then maybe at some point after that, maybe go through and have some fun. Throw Gale under Warlock, throw Will under Sorcerer or some shit, I don't know. But I don't know if we would have gotten any of this information about the pact if we traded Will's class out at all. And I don't know if Gale's whole issue would have still been an issue if he wasn't still a wizard.
You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
I'm gonna go do that. Oh, he has horns in this thing now. That's so fucking sick. Alright, Shadowheart.
Wits and blades, always sharp. Onward in her name.
fate. Dost thou require a new ally? As the
I think what I should do is make her a trickery domain, but then maybe find some way to give her martial prowess, if that's possible. Keep her under cleric, of course. Subclass, back to trickery domain, back to normal. Cantrips, got resistance? No. Reduce flame, guidance, and sacred flame are three of the best. Yes, yes, yes. Ability scores, wisdom needs to be way the fuck up there, yes. Constitution needs to be second. And strength third. Yeah, we'll go with that. How'd it do, Madam Duke? I'm proficient with heavy armor, so now we go through and we do other adjustments, like so. Level up. Okay. Keeps what she's got. Level 1, that's level 2. Now let's do level 3. Yep. Level 4 is the important one. Gains a cantrip. Gonna give her thaumaturgy instead. And the feat, or ASI. Heavily armored would mean she can wear heavy armor, which would be excellent. That's actually what I want to go for. Therefore, she can wear heavy armor, gets a +1 to strength, which makes her strength 11. Not 10 like I thought it was going to be. Ah, shit. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go ASI. There you go. 1 to Dex, 1 to Wisdom. We will get you better. We're gonna go ahead and get you better armor, like almost a fucking immediately too. We already have Bestow Curse. We don't need to have that too. But it's okay. Quickly, let's see. Remove Curse, Spiritual Weapon, Speak with Dead. Okay. So you can't use that anymore at all. We're gonna get that. That's where, so that's blue right now. We're gonna get you some other armor. It's medium armor. Medium armor. Medium armor. Okay. This will also help a lot with her long range things. Well, I can wear heavy armor. She's a Sorry, wait, what? Aren't barbarians proficient in heavy armor? Light, medium, and shields. Oh, jeez. That's wild. Holy shit. I know Will only has light armor and shields. Yeah, and Shadowheart has light, medium, and shields. And I've got no armors. Yep. And, okay.
if there's any reason for me to know for knowing this, it's or there's anything akin to this, it would be what is it called? I know barbarians can wear heavy armor, but I also know that they don't get some of their abilities if they're wearing armor like this. Wearing heavy armor impedes all positive effects of your rage. Interesting. So barbarians, in fact, can wear armor, yes, and they also still generally get fast movement so long as they're not wearing heavy armor, yeah. Barbarians are, you could wear medium armor, which would give you like 14 plus 2 at max, so that'd be 16, plus shield, which would give you 18, and you can use a weapon on the other hand. Or you can just try to max out con and dexterity and then just go, ooh, haha, you can't hit me, because fuck you.
Let's get going. How much farther can I go?
Ooh, go cap mushrooms, yummy. Yeah, Starren hasn't tried to bite you once tonight, that's a relief. Otherwise I would have to punch his fucking chops in again. Not good this morning? No one exploded overnight? Alright. That... Didn't even think about that. Let's go, leave camp real quick. We should still be in the spider dungeon if I'm right. Yep, look at that big fucking matriarch right there. Yep, 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 tasty. This is the game's way of saying, hey, there was another way you could have snuck up here. Not very good sneaking, but you know, another way to get up here for sure. Wrong thing. The hell is a scroll? The hell did the scroll go? On the ground? Apparently? Well, everyone move forward. Yep, there it is. Got it.
Always room for more?
Alright. We have cleared this place out pretty lovingly. Now we're gonna go to the... Where's the Emerald Grove? Gonna have Will sell a bunch of shit and go ahead and buy back that. I'm going to buy some armor and then... Yeah. So long as no one complains about the nudist, we'll be just fine.
Will runs like such a doof.
Sure, why not? It'll take a while for us all to recover, but you've helped, of course.
I would like to buy medium armor from you, please. Let's see. That's heavy armor. That'd have been great to get at some point, but now that's still medium armor. It's 14 or 15. Unless some flashing damage sounds great. Remail, heavy armor. No, damn. Disadvantage on stealth checks? Oh yeah, never mind. Saving throws and checks. Nice.
May you keep balance.
As well as who does not have why is she not wearing her clothes? That's weird. Okay. Here. Here. There you go. Okay, everyone has it. Nope, everyone does not have a set of gloves. So gloves and missile snare could go to her. Big pot goes to her. And you keep the 6 just for safety. Yep, Nix, I see you. You're cute. Yep, I see you. You are adorable, yes. I love you. I love you. I love you too. I do. Oh, you're going places? As long as it's not on my desk, it's A-okay. Hello. Don't fall. You just woke up. Hello. I'm not looking to my right, but I'm sure someone said baby. And I'm right.
Oh, you can hear her little chirps. That's good.
What am I working on? I was getting rid of all of those fucking wares, so I have less of those to have to worry about. And still hating about the fact the speedy reply is a scimitar, despite looking exactly like a fucking rapier. Hate it, because it would be great on Will. I'm gonna send it to camp. I was working on clearing out inventory, getting rid of some stuff, moving some stuff around, and for part 3 of this fun little venture, I was going to go handle the goblins, but actually I'm going to handle something else over here near the Riverside Tea House. There's a little something or other right here I can apparently handle. And then I'll handle the goblins later.
Poor camp chest is filled with unnecessary stuff.
You should start selling it. Give it to your person with the most charisma, because they get bonuses and discounts and whatnot. That's why I currently have over how much money do we currently have? Party gold 1,300. That's pretty neat. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Could be better.
Never a dull moment.
Spawn in foot first in a red cap. Oops. All right, let's go this way.
Over than through.
Also, I saw some people trying to deal with Ethel today. Rather, listen to some people trying to deal with Ethel today. It didn't work out for them at all. And they never saw the brothers' dead bodies. So they never had that to bring up immediately.
Best avoid that trap.
Here, get that chest. Let's go this way, boys and girls.
What's in here?
The little one's hungry now. He's screaming.
Blood everywhere. Something made a mess of this place.
I wonder what kind of creature could have caused so much damage.
Go get your bowl from downstairs and I'll feed you right now. Do that. She said I can't do it. Okay, fine. Safety first.
What's that?
I found them before the fight. The minute they run away from you, they are dead. In fact, I think the best way to keep them alive is maybe to fight them yourself and knock them unconscious. I also learned that Shadowheart can't fucking swim. That's entirely unrelated to what I was just saying. Just thought it was neat. I forgot to cast 8 today. I got 43 HP. That's considered a cat. Like I whipped around somehow. This is all considered a chasm. But maybe we can go. Yeah, no, this is the right way. Okay. Here's the issues. Those bad boys take extra damage from fire, good to know. And you. Resistance to poison immunity, good to know. And when you explode, you do damage to everyone within 7 feet. Fuck. Yada da 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 da. Yeah, spore druids are fucking nuts. Hi. Biscuits. Her chirp at me. Her leaning real close. Hi. No, did not make that a crit. That'd be cool as shit though. Go ahead and follow through with the secondary shot over here. That one wasn't even already existing crit, holy fuck. Now we're gonna go ahead and do this and do push, get them as far away as possible. No, do this. I was hoping I could shove them away before they fucking exploded on me. That's okay though. And that's about as much movement as I got because it's really muddy as shit. That hurts.
Ready for another round?
Because the amount of mud moving is an issue. I need to kill one of you off immediately. Actually, I can kill both of you off. Here. Oh, you had a buddy over there. You shouldn't have gained 10 HP. You ended up turning on the vines anyway. There's 2 of you. Nope. Don't you dare. I love you so much, sweetie, but you are not about to walk on my fucking desk again. Yesterday, you set me back a whole bunch. I love you dearly. That was crit hit and crit miss. Okay, she's going under. She's gonna fall. I love you, Nyx, but please don't do something really fucking stupid like I would. You're just covered in mud. Calm down. You dirty bitch. Look at him dash through the mud. Him going real fast. Alright, you exist. Kinda forgot. Even if you missed it, it's just mud. Okay, so what does that do exactly? Muddy. Movement speed is half, attack rolls against it have advantage, while the entity's attack rolls and saving throws have disadvantage. But, and effect resistance to fire damage. That's pretty good. Not helpful, but good to know. It's okay, we have solutions for this. It's called, fuck you. It's called damn, that sucks, but, follow up. Enjoy Bane, bitch. Here. Oh, you have flying. What's this? I don't actually want to get closer to you. Which of my chuckle fucks has the boots? It's you! You've got the water sparklers. And are you guys considered electricity? You have vulnerable to lightning. Oh boy, this is gonna be a problem. For you. Not for me.
Karlak, it's go time.
Jump over here. Try to avoid the mud.
Covered.
Kind of avoided it. Could attack, but instead could also like throw. No, start with an attack, just in case it doesn't kill. Yeah, right close. Excellent. And now you've got 1 HP? 3 HP. Cool. Can I throw you? Alright, cool. Now do me a favor and just like call me fuck off. Thanks.
Let's finish this.
You're gonna jump to here. Much movement as you can. Start moving this way a little bit. Get out the mud. I didn't realize he was right next to me. That's a problem. Actually, no. If I don't have enough movement to reach him, then this is perfect. I missed. Never mind. Hey, Will, I'm gonna make you a problem. Someone else's problem, not mine. Am I in the water? I'm in the water, right? Yes. That's it. Alright, cool. That would have been really bad. I have to punch someone. I'm no longer muddy. That's his problem, not mine. No. I'd like to keep my look at the far realms for a much worse situation. Actually, look at the far realms. When you make a successful attack roll against a foe, you can change that into a critical hit. Yes. No. That guy's dead. And I jump over here. I just want to get right close to this guy, that's all.
Focus.
Are you guys weak to necrotic? No, just fire. The iron. It's just the fire damage. Do I have fire damage I can do to you? Not really. It's sad. I would like to invoke duplicity. Duplicity invoked. Welcome to invoke duplicity. How may I take your order, sir? You can't tell there's two of us here, nerd. It's a complete double. I can just separately move. That's pretty rad.
Soldier.
Alright, anyone that's over there helps give me attack advantage. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my arrow. Get a piercing shot. Gonna aim for you. Ooh, a crit. And you still saved. I hate you. Have a second. I hate you. That's okay. You destroy my duplicate. How fucking dare you? You also entangled your own buddy. Good job. So anyway, I just started casting, right? Oh wow. Can I do this in a way that won't hit me? Yes. Yeah. They both still saved. Holy shit. You guys are ready. Alright, let me get over here. Yep. A little further back. Excellent. If I need to Eldritch Blast you fuckers back into this, I'm gonna do it. Ow, I touched it? That was a lot of damage. Ouch. Don't walk through the fucking cloud of daggers.
Defender of the
How do I drop concentration on cloud of daggers? X. There. Look, it's gone.
Defender of the people.
Good job, Karlach. You took damage of your own accord. It's pretty neat. Oh. That's neat. I like that.
Something good here, I hope.
This is what I'm looking for.
Anything of use?
It was just like one. Sparkle hands. Oh.
Time to press ahead.
In fact, sparkle hands for the monk. Please, thanks. I'm now going to be a thread.
What's that?
Ooh, for some weird reason. Okay, so that's everything in the area. Looks like it. And I'm playing with fucking Bard Bush this whole goddamn time. Splash.
No hesitation.
So Lynn failed the perception check, but everyone else set the fucking thing off. We good? All the bleeding done? Nope. 7 more rounds. Okay. I have essentially done everything I can in this area. We teleport to Blighted Village and we're gonna go ahead and end here. I got kittens to feed. This little motherfucker in my lap who's balancing on a fucking knife's edge. Will is still bleeding out over there. 25, what? Will.
I'm ready. Whatever it
Will.
takes.
Okay, how do we get rid of this? Is it just that it's gonna be happening until something heals it? It's considered disease. A disease.
Defender of the people.
That didn't fix it.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. Let's have a look. At the ready.
Mine takes a while apparently. Holy shit. Greedy. Will, are you fucking kidding me?
No time to dally.
I command you to fix your fucking existence. No, I have to roll this spell book and everything. God damn it. Second level spell. Lesser restoration. Let's go ahead and get lesser restoration here. Great for command. Maybe that'll work. Let's see. Second level spell, lesser restoration. Boop. Oh. Hey, look, flesh rot is gone. Holy shit, that can get awful apparently. He went on for 3 tiers of awful. I'm afraid to know what the hell could have gone on beyond that.
Where am I needed?
Alright. Save game here. Next save is gonna say to the Rubens. And tomorrow we'll be going to the Goobens. Today is not that day. Today was just, as I said, Thanksgiving, catching up with family, wanting to learn a bit more about what everyone else is doing. So, okay. Let's switch over to FaceTime real quick. It didn't shift. There you go. Cool. Okay. There is a tradition that generally goes on with Thanksgiving. Next, yes, you're cute and I love you. But I hope everyone has a good day. Wonderful Thanksgiving or whatever day it is for you. Wonderful day, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is for you. And of course, as always, everyone stay happy, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and just have an all over great day. Wait, is there anyone live I can pick for raid? Let me double check that. Nope. And that is okay with me. So, again, thank you everyone for coming, showing all that fun stuff.